It's time now for the heat index and today's hot button, a parenting alert about energy drinks that target video gamers with promises of increased energy, greater focus. But could they put your teenagers at risk? It's a story we first saw in the New York Times, and Paula Faris has the latest.
You know them by name: Rockstar, Red Bull, and Monster, some of the biggest brands in the energy drink industry. But there's also a drink growing in popularity called G Fuel that advertises to be all natural, and it's trying to reach a new audience of gamers.
All right, I'm gonna hit the late flank.
20-year-old Doug Martin, who is sponsored by G Fuel, plays video games up to 12 hours a day.
When I am playing in a big tournament, it makes me feel alert, it makes me feel confident. I've never had a crash, I've never had a jitter.
But doctors say G Fuel has the same amount of caffeine as other energy drinks.
This energy drink that's proclaiming to be natural and healthy has taken out of it the chemicals and sugars, but it's incorporated what they're calling herbals or natural substances. These actually interact with the caffeine and can be more dangerous.
We reached out to Gamma Labs for comment, the company saying the ingredients in G Fuel are blended in ratios to maximize focus and concentration. Among energy drinks, we are one of the healthiest choices on the market. And as with any caffeinated product, moderation is advisable. Some energy drink manufacturers have come under attack for marketing to children, causing the top makers to stop targeting kids under 12 years old. But overall, sales still booming.
1/3 of video gamers are under the age of 18. They're into motocross, skateboarding, women in bikinis. All of these are used in the marketing campaigns. That's not an accident.
For Good Morning America, Paula Faris, ABC News, New York.
Okay, Dr. Jen Ashton here now, and these things are all labeled all natural, but all natural is not all good.
Correct. You can't confuse the two terms. Natural doesn't always mean safe. So I want you to look at this as a visual analogy. I thought Dan might be hungry, so I brought him some breakfast. These represent some of the ingredients that you can see in a lot of energy drinks. So if you look at yogurt as the caffeine, blueberries as something like sugar, granola as something called guarana, and raspberries as taurine, individually they all have their own profile and taste, but when you mix them together, as you do in a lot of energy drinks, grab that, Lara, then they can have different effects, and the fact is you just don't know how they're going to add up.
There's new research that says that these drinks have the possibility of linking to other problems?
Right. Now listen, you have to consider this, to be clear, in moderation. A little bit of energy drink, certainly in an adult, no problem. When you're talking about teens and adolescents, that's where you can get into trouble. And the literature has found an association, not a cause and effect, but association between these energy drinks and things like increased use of video games, decrease in sleep, caffeine toxicity. Then you can go on to see other high-risk behaviors, alcohol consumption, smoking, and a decreased school performance. So this is something we need to be on the lookout for.
You mentioned video gaming. Do we know anything more about extended
research is
gaming?
Ongoing. Almost every teenager, including my son, is doing it. A little bit can be fine. They've actually shown some positive effects with something like Nintendo Wii to help with traumatic brain injuries. So again, we're going to be...
I've been told by my son there are many positive effects.
My son too. So we're going to be following it. We don't know a lot, and research is continuing.
Doc, when you finish mixing the parfait, can you hand it down here?
Absolutely, Dan. It's got your name on it.
She's multi-talented.
That's right, you'll be taking questions all morning on Twitter.
Exactly.
Thank you.